Hello everyone. In this session, I would like to discuss about the variables and methods in JavaScript. Let me open Notepad. What things we are going to discuss? Let me write here. First one is like variables. This one is like functions, or as you can say functions. In this, we are going to discuss about anonymous functions. The next one is like callback function. The next one is like higher order function. First one, let's start with variables. What is variable? First of all, my JavaScript we can say like a dynamically typed programming language. Why we call like dynamical typed programming language? There has multiple programming languages out there like Java, .NET, PHP, like this multiple programming languages out there. Okay, let's take like Java or C, you can take it, whatever it is. Okay, why my JavaScript we can say like a dynamically typed programming language means very simple thing. For example, if you want to create a variable in your Java, you want to store some value, 10 value I want to store it. How we can create a variable? Just you can create a variable in Java like int number equals to 10, like this you can create. Okay, here, first of all, tell me why we go for variable means if you want to store some data, if you want to store some data, okay, then you can go with the variables. The memory location name we can represent by using the variable name or not. There has some spaces there. In that space, okay, just I placed like 10. The space name we can say like a number. Memory location name also we can say like a variable. Generally, why we go for variable means just if you want to represent some data, then you can go with the variable. I want to represent 10 here, so that I go with the int number equals to 10. This is like Java. In Java, I created one variable like this. In Java, if the type is like int, okay, how many bytes of memory it's going to allocate it, okay, it's allocating like 4 bytes memory. 4 bytes memory it's going to allocate. That means only 4 bytes memory allocated means this much data only we can store it or not. This much data only we can store it. That means it's like a restricted values only we can store it or not. Okay, for example, if you write like this, then the time it throws an error. Okay, why? Because okay, this is like an integer number. That means the type is like integer. I can store only 4 bytes, but you store like more than 4 bytes data or not. So it gives me an error. In your JavaScript, it's like a dynamically typed programming language, I said. So that here there is no type, nothing. Okay, if you assign this much value, dynamically it's going to allocate the memory for this particular value. Okay, you can store how much data you want. Here there is no particular data type, nothing. In your variable, in your JavaScript, if you want to create a variable, just you can create var a equals to 10. Now my var is a data type. Here int is a data type. Here you can ask, okay, how much data, how much memory it is going to allocate. If I at the time of loading, there is no memory, nothing. Based on this particular assigning the value, it's going to allocate the memory dynamically. Okay, var equals 10 you can assign. Okay, and next one is like var number equals to like this, you can put it, no problem at all. Dynamically, for this particular value, they are going to allocate the memory. So that my JavaScript, we can say like a dynamically typed programming language. In our industry, not only JavaScript, Python is a dynamically typed programming language. PHP is like that only. There is no types, nothing. Okay, so how we can create a variable in your JavaScript means it's like a data type, and this is my variable name, and this one is like your variable value, initial value. So can we create a variable name? Okay, can we create a variable name A? Okay, how we can create means just I don't want to use any JS file. I don't want to use to write this code. Simply, always I am preferring like to practice purpose. Okay, browser console, I want to use it. Let me open the browser. Okay, open the new tab, right click on that one, inspect it. Here, my console, already in our last session, I discussed about the developer console tool. Okay, developer console tool, each and every tab I explained. So that just open that one. Here, console, it's working like a JavaScript editor or not. See here. Here you can create a variable a equals to 10. That's it. My a variable created or not. Like this, where n equals to how much you want, you can put it, no problem. Here there is no instructions, nothing. Say this. Okay. These many zeros are there. It's like in different format or not, exponential format or not. Like this, dynamically it is going to allocate the memory for this particular variable or not. So that JavaScript we can say like a dynamically type of programming language. So like this, we are going to create the variables in JavaScript. Now the functions, you can say functions. How will you create a function in your JavaScript? Now come here. If you want to create a function, I'm using console only. Again, I'm telling. Just like this, you can create a function is the keyword. After that, you can write a function name. Okay, this parenthesis is going to represent your function, and this parenthesis it's going to represent, okay, this braces, curly braces is going to represent your function body. Here you can write any number of statements or not. Any number of statements you can write it. Okay, like this, console.log of 1 is one statement, console.log of 2 is one statement. Like this, you can write any number of statements inside the function body or not. Yeah. I created one function. Okay, now the function statements writing and everything is completed. Just click on enter. Just click on enter. See, undefined, they given, they printed inside the console means you can confirm like yes, my statements are loaded, my statements executed. Like that, you can understand. Now, my function, writing the function, there is no use. When you can get the services from the function by calling or not. Just you can call the function like this. If you want to call, you can call it. See this? My F1 called, whenever you call the function, yeah, see this message, this message, this message, all are printed or not. Like this, you can create a function in your JavaScript. Now the next one, okay, what is the anonymous function? What is anonymous function? Now see this, the function which is not having any name, the function which is not having any name, that type of functions we can say like a anonymous functions. Now when exactly we are, where exactly we are going to use anonymous function means in the callbacks we are going to use. Now let's start with callback. Inside the callback I'm going to use like anonymous functions. So let's start. What is callback? First I'm going to, let me write some piece of code. I have a function is there f1. I have a function is there f1 which take some arguments also. Function which takes some arguments. Now this is my argument. Now, just I'm going to write some piece of code like this. Yeah, my function ready. By seeing this code, one can understand my function f1 take one argument. What is the type of that argument? Okay, here there is no type, nothing. I already told you there is no type in your JavaScript for the variables. It's like a dynamically typed. So here my a is like which type? Based on the uses, you can say you are using with braces. With these braces is nothing but what my a is like a function or not. So that my f1 take one function as an argument or not. So that here my f1, if you call, what you have to pass, one function you have to pass it or not. Here you can pass one function. That function may be a named function or it's like a anonymous function, whatever it is. Now here you can write like, okay, function call. Just you can write one message. Now see this, my f1 which take one function as an argument. My f1 which take one function as an argument. If I pass the function to this guy again call that function or not. This guy again call that function or not. See, my f1 which take one function as an argument. We are passing like one function as an argument or not. Here function name is like f1. For this function, do you have any name? There is no name, nothing. The function which is not having any name, that type of functions we can say like a anonymous function. Callback function means giving one function to some other person. See, this function only callback function. How it is acting like callback function, I'm explaining. I'm giving this function to some other person. This callback anonymous function I am giving to my f1. That guy is nothing but f1 is going to call with another reference or not. Call back with another reference or not. That type of functions we can say like a callback function. Which function you are passing as an argument, that is like a callback. Which function take one function as an argument, that function we can say like a higher order function. So that all definitions covered or not. The function which is not having any name, that is like anonymous function. The function which is passing as an argument to another function, that function we can say like a callback. Which function take function as an argument, that function we can say like a higher order. Thanks guys, thanks for watching.